Bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Can you name the tune? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-bum. Can you name what we're dancing to today? I just had Wild Wisdom Wednesday, which we start with Wild Wisdom Groove for about 35 minutes. And then we have a Wild Wisdom Ritual. And today's was question and answers. And in the Wild Wisdom Temple, which is where we meet, sounds better than Zoom, doesn't it? In the Wild Wisdom Temple where we meet, we gather. And today was question and answers. And it's an opportunity for people who are in the mentorship to talk about what's arising. What are they experiencing as a result of this work with the Wild Wisdom, this movement, this mentoring, this process of unfolding? So I wanted to make this live, and I've decided after I've done a session that this is a really good time for me to do a live broadcast. And if you're watching and listening, beloved, I would love to have your questions about the Wild Wisdom, about Wild Wisdom Groove. I'd love to answer them because I don't know what you need to know in order to take the first tentative steps to coming to play and explore this work with me. So one of the things that I named this week in the question and answers was about overwhelm and being part of things where we feel that we're constantly behind. Somehow there's this vault of stuff that we're never going to get to, and it brings anxiety and it brings overwhelm. And, you know, I'm an anti-overwhelm activist, having been someone who's experienced burnout, who's experienced total digestive failure, who's experienced mental and emotional breakdowns over the many years that it's taken me to get to feeling like a whole, vibrant, middle-aged woman. As I said, I'm an anti-overwhelm activist, and it's really important to me that whatever I do doesn't add to that. So that I say to people, and this is what came up in the question and answers today was, you know, we show up when we can, however we can, for as long as we can. And sometimes we'll be able to show up and sometimes we won't. And the last thing I want is for somebody to think, oh my goodness, you know, I wasn't able to come today. I'm still going to love you. In fact, I'm going to love you if you've given yourself enough self-care to take the time out for yourself. And maybe it's about going outside for a walk. Maybe it's about putting on a tune that you want to listen to. Maybe it's about lying down and having a nap, man. Why not? So I would love to hear from you if any of that resonates. Put a comment in the box or put a heart or a like. So in the Wild Wisdom Groove, we come to move the emotions through the body, whatever they may be, on the whole of the spectrum, from sadness and anger and grief, all the way up to euphoria and love and compassion, and these feelings that are flowing through us, depending on what we're being inspired to do in our groove, and to do that in our own way. You know, we've got that unity on the dance floor, that sense of comfort, of support, but also an honoring of our uniqueness, our personality, our our individual gifts that actually inform the collective. That's what the wild wisdom is about. It's about allowing that which is you to expand and express in the world, especially for those of you, if you're like me, who, I did pretty well at 60%. I was still shining, but now I'm allowing the truth of me to be out in the world without having to dim myself for fear of upsetting others, for fear of being a bit too much, for fear of somebody saying, who do you think you are? No longer applies. There's levels of it, sure. But the sense of being in this body and being uniquely blessed to be here in this form right now, I want to shine that light for whoever and as many people as I can. So if your creative light, your spark, wants to express itself, and somehow it's as though your body is too small, too weak, whatever it is, to really allow that light that wants to shine through you to shine through, it's time to build your resilience, your power, your strength, your freedom in the body, liberating you. And that's what the wild wisdom is about. At the level of the body, yes, first, very tangible. At the heart, the mind, the soul, and the environment. So if you've got any questions, pop them underneath this post or send me a personal message. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And if you want to talk to me, just visit one of my pages and either send me a link. I'll send you a link to book in a little private chat with me. I'm here to support you to shine your light more brightly. And if that requires us to connect heart to heart through conversation, and then I'll get you on my dance floor sometime, then let's see what needs to happen. Until we meet again, I hope this has been useful. Be wise. No, we're going to be wild first. Be wild, be wise, be well, always. So much love to you. Thank you.